Rob F. at the Nam Phan MMA Academy in Southern California. And I'm standing here with Nam Phan, who was victorious in last night's episode of The Ultimate Fighter. Congratulations, Nam. Let me ask you something. Where did you watch that fight?
Oh, I watched it at a Cafe Artist in Westminster. The best steak. They make the best steaks in Westminster.
Speaking of eating, you're looking pretty lean these days. What are you weighing?
Yeah, not that big. I'm like about 161 right now. Not too big.
Talk to me about the fight that happened last night. You were, of course, victorious in indecisive fashion. How did it feel watching that?
It was very fun to watch it with all my students and my friends and family. We screamed, we celebrated very loudly, I guess. It was fun. The first round, Cody did a very good job of, stacking me against the fence and clinching me against the wall, and he was able to take me down and got back up. Using the limited wrestling experience I had in high school and college, I wasn't too aware of his wrestling, and I know that if you're not a wrestler and you do a lot of shots, it wears you down. So I knew that, and I think Cody's gas was questionable.
On the episode, Sacco's fight was first, and then yours. Did it take place like that in real life?
No, I don't think so. I remember me and Cody McKenzie fighting first, and I remember Sacco and Jonathan Briggs fighting after us.
Did you feel pressure being the only guys from Team Koscheck representing in the quarterfinals?
For myself, I had no pressure from representing the team. The first thing before the team, I thought I need to represent myself and advance in my own career before anything, before I even think about that. So I just think about I had to get a win first.
How did it feel to have such a decisive win and have Koscheck celebrate in the manner that he did? It almost seemed as if he won the fight.
Yeah, I was very happy, to win and have made Koscheck happy too, because Koscheck gets a bad rap, but it's hard to defend him because he likes to play the heel card and everything. But he really is a good guy, very down to earth person, very genuine person. I was very happy to win the fight that way. I didn't think I was gonna win it that way. I was just throwing my technique out there. My boxing coach once told me, "Don't go for the knockout. Let the technique flow, and the knockout will come." So throw headshots, throw body shots, throw kicks, and just mix it up, and whatever lands.
In a previous episode, we saw Cody put his hands on Koscheck's face, and afterwards, Josh said that he didn't like that at all. Did he tell you in any way? Was there any kind of incentive? Did he ask you to pummel or thrash Cody in any kind of way?
Yeah, in the beginning when I saw Cody put his hands on Josh Koscheck's face, I thought it was very disrespectful. You shouldn't do that to someone's coach. But then I confronted Cody McKenzie about that, and he said, Josh Koscheck is just a human being. If he respects me, I respect him. If he disrespects me, I'll be a disrespect to him. And so, for Cody, that's kind of sympathetic. You want to be treated how you want to treat others how you want to be treated. So I respect Cody for that. But yes, Koscheck didn't like that at all, and he wanted me to send a hit on Cody, and I wanted me to. You see in the episode, he goes, "If you don't beat him, you better not walk through that door." And he's just being sarcastic, being funny, as he was. But after the fight between myself and Cody McKenzie, I made sure to go up to Cody. It didn't show it, but I put my arms around him. I was like, "Cody, look, listen. I just want you to know this fight is between me and you, two competitors trying to advance in their career. It was not a revenge match. It was not a redemption match. It was not about George St. Pierre versus Koscheck versus George St. Pierre. It wasn't me trying to get redemption or revenge for Koscheck. It's just you and me. There's no, ulterior motive in this fight. It's just between you and me. That's it."
I want to talk to you about Cody McKenzie as an opponent. He was taller than you, had a longer reach. He looked size-wise, he looked like he was bigger than you as well. And I was reading the message boards while the fight was happening, and a lot of people thought that the size was going to be a big advantage for Cody. But obviously it wasn't. Did you take that into account when the fight started, or when you were sizing him up? And were you looking out for that guillotine?
Oh, definitely. Size-wise, I know he's 6 foot tall. He has like a whole head over me, and definitely he had reach on me. But I'm usually the short guy in all my fights, so I practice a lot of head movement, getting in on my opponents, and working the body shot, working the head shot, working whatever. And definitely what I was watching out for was the guillotine. You know, we practiced that a lot, as you can see on the show. We couldn't figure out how Cody McKenzie does his own special version of the guillotine, but we did what we could in preparing for that fight. But you know, even though I'm a jiu-jitsu black belt, and there's a chance that maybe I can go to the ground with him and submit him, but there's a chance that he can catch me too, because you know he's slick. But I thought the safe route would me try to knock him out.
I want to ask you about Sacco's match, because he obviously was not victorious, which means you're the only one left from Team Koscheck in the semifinals, and maybe it's going to make it into the finals. Who knows?
Who knows?
Okay, nothing. Still not folding. Still not folding. Okay. I want to ask you what the reaction was now that you saw. We all know that Sacco didn't make it. How did it feel just now knowing that you're the only one from Team Koscheck's team left?
Yeah, yes, thus far I'm the only winner. Because we still got Aaron Wilkinson versus Kyle Watson. But yes, around this time, you know, since I'm the only winner, my team, I think you'll start to see it within the next couple episodes. They start to retaliate against me. They start to alienate me. They don't. I think you see on this episode right now. Everyone's lost and they're going mentally insane and crazy, and I don't want to be part of that, and I don't think they want to be part of me either. Like, they kind of push me away. Every time I hang out with them, all they do is just insult me and kind of make fun of me. So I just start hanging out with Jonathan Brookins. I become very close to him.
Well, I saw that, and it seemed like you two, well, it could be editing, but it seemed like you two were the only ones that had a level head. But moving on, I wanted to ask you about the performance and its effect with on your teammates, because number one, that was one of the more dominant performances we've seen so far on the show. And since you are the only one left on Team Koscheck, did it gain you any respect? You're telling me right now that your teammates are not happy with you, but after that win, did they give you any newfound respect?
Yes, I think they have to respect my performance, you know, because I'm the only guy so far that hasn't got finished. But respect is one thing, but liking me is a different factor. Yeah, so treating me respectfully and respecting me, I think it's two different things.
So on the ride home from your fight, perhaps maybe there were high fives. All your team was congratulating you, perhaps.
Yes. That day when we left from the fight back home, everyone was very happy, and they were high fiving me. Everyone was so stoked that I won, that we actually got a win. But and I was saying that, man, Cody McKenzie, he's stronger. He's a lot stronger than he looks. I mean, he looks like a scrawny version of Jesus, but he's stronger than he looks. And Jeff Lentz, he goes, oh, strong, huh? Is he stronger than Savak? And I'm in the back, and Savak's in the front. So let's say the camera is me, and I'm Savak. And Savak, this is Savak. He hears it. He's all like, oh, is he stronger than Savak? And Savak, he puckers up, and then he turns around. No one is stronger than the Savak. I was like, oh man, is this guy serious? And I was like, oh yes, Savak, yes, that's right, I forgot, you are the strongest man in the world, so how can there be anyone else that is stronger than you? I'm terribly sorry, there's no one stronger than you. Yes, that is correct. This guy's crazy.
The Savak, he called himself the Savak.
Yes, it's not Savak Magakin, it's the Savak. Yes.
Well, now we know to address him as the Savak to all of our viewers.
Yes. No one is stronger than the Savak. I was like, wow, okay.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, moving on to the next round of quarterfinals. How do you see yourself matching up with each one of these as a potential opponent?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. So the only one in the quarterfinals right now is myself. Oh, the semifinals. Is myself and Jonathan Brookins. Yeah, Jonathan Brookins is amazing. As you can see, he did the exact same thing to Soccer as he did to Savak. You know, for me, I describe Jonathan Brookins' style in the fight as like a tsunami. Mm-hmm. I mean, you see the tsunami coming, and you know exactly what's going to crash on you and destroy you. But what are you gonna do about it? And like, to me, man, Jonathan Brookins, he's like a giant wave of awesomeness, man. This guy's amazing. And as a fighter and as a person, this guy's amazing. He's awesome. Yes.
Well, let me ask you about, there's two more quarterfinal matches. How do you see yourself sizing up to each one of those individuals as potential opponents?
Yes, I think I pair up well against any of those guys. You know, I have a lot of experience in jiu-jitsu. I have good experience in my striking, and I have a lot of ring experience. So I think I fit well with any of these guys. If I had a choice, you know, I put like Jonathan Brookins, Michael Johnson, Kyle Watson last. You know, of my picks who I want to fight. And me, the easier guys I want to fight to advance into the finals would probably be Bruce Leroy or Aaron Wilkinson.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's all we got for you today. Next week, we're going to be joining you for another recap. I'm sure there's going to be more madness going on in the house.
Yes, it's like I said, it gets crazier as you get close to the ending of the season. It becomes more chaotic and close to the apocalypse, like I said, like I promised, and it gets worse for myself. Yes.
Thanks so much for the time, Nam Phan. Nam Phan at the Nam Phan MMA Academy in Southern California. Join us next week as we have another recap. Thanks so much for the time.
Thanks, Rob. Always a pleasure.